When I was a teacher, I used video a lot, but in that day, it wasn't video as much as it was 16 millimeter film. I go way back to 16 millimeter, and that was miserable to watch it. You had to put the blinds down to darken the room. You had to find a 16 millimeter projector. And then when someone would ask a question, you'd have to pause the 16 millimeter projector and burn a hole through the film. And with video, it was just the same. You pause it and then get a question, and they'd say, well, let's see that again, and then you wouldn't want to rewind the videotape. So it was just miserable finding significant spots on the video to show a picture of a volcano, for instance. And what happens after a while, a teacher says, this is just too hard, and you quit using video. And remember, you quit using video when 70% increase in retention will occur if we do use it. And we're going back to talking and teaching without the pictures and video. In teaching, you're looking for topics. You know, there's a certain topic you're going to do for today. So wouldn't it be nice if you could see video related to that topic? Like I taught volcanoes on one of my days. Wouldn't it be nice to see all the volcanoes of North America? And not of Europe, but just of North America, and then discuss those volcanoes. Or someone says, what's a lava flow look like? Wouldn't it be nice to just say, here's a video or a clip of a video of a lava flow? In coaching, it's the same kind of thing. When a kid has a question, that means he doesn't understand. Let's show him. Repetition is the mother of skill. Let's see it. Let's see it again. Let's see it again. And in coaching, in counseling, in speech, once you see it, then you go out and do practicum. Practicum is on the field, or it's in the real life session of being a clinician and doing what you just saw. Now you'll be significantly better. 90% retention indefinitely. Now isn't it better to go from 3% retention to 90% indefinite retention? That's unbelievable. We as teachers know that, but technology has never delivered that to us because it's too hard to use usually. Video editing systems make that impossible. The teachers don't have the time to be playing with video editing systems. And that's what Landro allows us to watch video so kids get better. And the technology over the last several decades has really changed significantly. I remember when I was a teacher, 16 millimeter film was the way to do things. And it was really designed to watch movies. You know, you have a movie that starts and plays for an hour, and you watch it. So there's not much hassle in just watching that movie. Then it moved to videotape. Same principle. Videotape was created for movies. Watching a movie that was 1 hour long, 2 hours long, half an hour long. And you watch it from beginning to end, and there is no hassle really watching it. In fact, it's a major innovation. Now we can watch it over and over and over again with a home VCR. And then DVDs came. DVDs do the same thing. Watch a movie, beginning to end. Isn't that what we go to Blockbuster Video or Netflix to download a video to watch it from beginning to end? Well, when you're teaching, you really never watch things from beginning to end. We can't watch a 50-minute program again, something we recorded. A doctor just did a surgery of open heart surgery, and they recorded the 6-hour brain surgery or open heart surgery. He's not going to watch that again. He wants to see the topics, the highlights, the themes within that program, things that are important. That's why Landro is the next innovation. It allows you to randomly access exactly what you want so you don't have to watch the whole movie. Video editing is the big buzzword today. Because we have computers now, we think we can record something and store it on our hard drive and play it in Windows Media Player. But guess what? You still have a linear file where you're watching it from beginning to end. And navigating through that file is just impossible. So it's really intended to watch movies or things, clips that are predetermined amount of time. But when you're studying a topic, you want to be able to randomly go to anywhere on that tape. For instance, a football game. You want to randomly go to maybe the fumbles of the game. Wouldn't it be interesting to see the fumbles, see where I messed up, especially for a high school student? Now, college level or NFL, you know, they're beyond that kind of thing, but there's other things to look at. Take a look at their cover or their fronts so that they can get better before the next game. Counselors and teachers who teach students, the same thing. There's specific topics. We call those themes. What do you look for when you're studying third down? plays. Okay, what would you look for? So you ask those kinds of questions. What would you look for in a counseling session if you're treating a patient on marriage problems or something like that? Those are themes, and you look for those, and Landro automatically catalogs them, classifies them, and gives you the ability to randomly jump to any one of those particular segments. The video becomes very valuable when you're able to tag a video, 50-minute video. And what I mean by tagging is marking the beginning and the end of a topic. For instance, in football, a third down, the beginning and end of that particular play that was played. And then putting sort of a key word on it, like third down play. In counseling, it would be saying, let's look at whether this person could develop rapport or not. And so they would tag the beginning and the end of that segment of video, maybe it's a minute long, and then they would put a key word on it. Well, the key word on this particular one would be reflecting feelings or reflecting meaning. And now they can search that just like Googling for all third down plays, and boom, they pop up instantly. With Landro, it's a new way of thinking about studying video. You never have to rewind, fast forward. You don't have to play it linearly. You don't have to move a toggle switch to move the video in Windows Media Player to the exact spot you want, or what they call a joystick that you can move to the time. You just jump exactly to where you want with a remote controller, say next play segment, and you get exactly what you want. What's the biggest difference in Landro compared to anything else out there? And I can say, I'll give you an analogy. What PowerPoint was for graphics presentations, Landro is for video presentations. So we are a presentation tool that allows you to present video effectively to your students, your classes, or to your athletes. Everyone asks me, how hard is it to do a Landro presentation or a Landro video file? Well, it's just like recording the video. If you're recording a session in a counseling center or a speech pathology session or a football game, you just watch the game. And as you're watching it, you have two keys on your keyboard that mark the beginning and the end of those segments of video that you think are highlights. And so if you think of them as highlights, saying, I'm just marking highlights as I go through this, so you're tagging them. It's like putting a Post-it note on that segment of video. And once that Post-it note's on it, you can put notes on that Post-it note, like keyword saying third down, reflecting meaning. And it only takes minutes to do that, depending on how detailed you want to get. Now, for presenting with Landro, you go to your classroom or to a session with your whole team in front of you, and using a simple remote control with 4 toggle buttons on it, you can move up or down to the next play or previous play. You can stop the action. You can do instant replay. You can what we call adaptive replay, where it will jump back half a second and replay that exact play again. So you can hear the word again if you're in speech. You can see the event happening again and again. You can see in a football game that pass being thrown over and over again until you see the technique and capture the technique so that you can go out and then do it again the next day. It's really easy to get into the Landro system. With today's technology, you just buy a laptop. Laptops allow you to be portable. You can take it anywhere. You can take it home and watch the video. You can take it to a game if you're a football team, or you can work with it in your office, but it's portable. And then you need a digital camera, a simple digital camera with FireWire. You plug it into your laptop with FireWire, and you just push the record button, and you're recording with the Landro video files.